no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, they can't get. We gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case.
Coach, just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass dirt.
swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know.
Coach, just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man Johnson. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White, it'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, Sam off.
No.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. because you know a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
17 yards on that play for the Titans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. This is the tight end fan. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
59's mark, 59's mark. Check, 59. Hard. Check your hot read.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. They'll drop the throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 59.
throwing on first down. Lawrence steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
No. Off. Bravo. Hey.
Mike 5'9",
Get it.
To throw again. Lawrence being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him. But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Yeah, let's get set. Hey, foxtrot. Twist. Watch the twist.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mike 5'9".
Hey, echo.
2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Strip that ball. 2 draw corkers.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, orbit. Check, 59. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Complete. It's Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
60 Pittsburgh.
54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Come.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them 6. Yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
132 fighter.
Let's get
Hey, high 7. Roll out. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's got his big tight end, Fant. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
What we got? 45.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
30 base. Mike the 59. Hey, lock it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Fant. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. Tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
They give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Back to throw. Lawrence got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Saquon Barkley there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now
It got his man complete. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7 from the gun. A run for Johnson. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway.
Let's go. Let's go.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll look to throw here.
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me. Yo, faster. Go. Check.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
80 weapon. Time to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Yeah. Five.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That'll put him over 100 receiving yards now in this AFC title game. It's a 1st down.
Titans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, 18 Gator.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 or.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Get it.
On 1st down, Lawrence to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Wahoo!
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got you, punk.
Big grip.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready up.
59, Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike to 59. Get him. Mike's part 9. Mike's part 9.
Hey, Sam off.
We own him.
Buzz. Ready.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Randy Gregory showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Leo. Hey, Zoo.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Saquon Barkley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
28. Jaguars 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. He'll drop to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw, and that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
They'll set up a throw. He is going to find Hill here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Looking to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about
the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen, Bravo. Watch the screen. Mike's part 9. Mike's part 9. Hey, let's get it. Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll run it again with Barkley. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, foxtrot.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He's got his tight end Fant. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On third down, Barkley. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.